As I was putting this collection together, I realized that there were some questions and some silences that I had in my own life. I was at a residency and we were sitting around the table and the question was, how did your parents meet? And there were about 10 or 12 people sitting there and they went all around the table and they got to me and I realized I had no idea because my parents had divorced when I was about 6 or 7 and we never talked about how they met. We never discussed the other parent in their presence. So now that they're both deceased and most of their friends are deceased, I have this gap. So I wrote a series of poems to try and envision how they could have possibly met, knowing what I know about them. So all of these poems are abecedarians, meaning that they're 26 lines long. Each line begins with another letter of the alphabet. And they're totally fabricated and fun. So, but not all positive, I should tell you, because it might not have been a positive situation. This poem is called At Lance and Carol's Wedding. And I have no idea who Lance and Carol are, but I'm sure they're celebrating their anniversary somewhere. Abortion was not a word spoken by our crowd, and so when cornered, or rather informed of this dilemma, their wedding plans ensued. I knew that Lance would marry, his family sweet, upright, and rich. No girl worth her salt would refuse. I had to wear pink chiffon, the maid of honor in rose. Then in walked those groomsmen, just two, but what a pair. The dark intellectual kind, bow tie and cummerbund drenched. We looked at each other all through the vows. My smile at the shorter one, discreet and subdued. No one there knew. When the service was over, the band took the stand. We Lindy hopped, practiced our Madison, 2 up, 2 back. Quite the couple to watch on the dance floor. Right away, I knew he was the one. We set our sights on the garden out back. Took our time beneath the arbor, the black umbrella of the night. He sang misty, his voice in utter scratching post, but still my serenade. We shared our life's passions, his study of dental x-rays, amalgams, root canals, and mine, young children jailed into poverty. He picked up a zinger and kissed it. I took it and kissed it once too. And the final section is called the Elsewhere Chronicles, and it's basically the section that's about the silences that surround the missing and the life of the missing, and the life of those who deal with the missing on a daily basis. I'll read 2 poems from this section. Oops. This poem is titled, For My Husband Who Took Our Daughter to the Park so I could get some rest, then fell asleep and awakened to an empty stroller. I know when you dream of her. You hit at the air, wake up bruised. Round 1, you search for a person, get sideswiped by soft and rusted metal. Round 2, They will not let you in the ring. The entrance is gone. Did you hear her? You thought you heard her. Quick, where is she? You awaken in layers, the dream of you in dream, the underside of sleep. Round 4, you could have found her in round 3. Where were you? You dream. I am inside your dream, letting you sleep. Wake up. Sleep. Wake up. And I will close with Mrs. Minor gives directions to strangers. Turn left at the second light. Follow the road until the 3-way fork. Make a slight, no, that cannot be right. Think about all that is left. His eyes, his crib, his socks are straight ahead, right past dark, right past darkness. No. Let me start again. Stop! At the light years from now, you will never know this. Turn around, but you keep moving on. Go on until you reach the corner of anywhere. Now, navigate the circle, bearing it to his memory. Keep going until you reach. Don't stop until you reach the corner of some dank street and run-down avenue until nothing is left. Until keep going. Don't stop until you